Hey there, friends. Let's talk about watching your mouth, words that destroy success. Now, what do I mean by that? So, I want to talk just very candidly. I'm kind of binge recording these days, but I wanted to talk about this last week and I did not. And I think one of the reasons why I was stopped is because I was piling so much stuff on myself to do that I didn't do my video. And I am not playing the victim with that. I'm not saying all the stuff got in the way and I'm doing that, right? So if we want to talk about the way we talk about ourselves and the way we talk to ourselves, this is what I'm talking about when you say things that destroy your own success because it starts in your own mind, right? So let me talk to you about a couple of words that I see, patterns that I see in people who don't usually move forward in their success. Now, when I mean success, number one, let's talk about success, that word, right? Success means something different to everybody. And it could mean something different to you. It could mean something different within family members because there's always that thing like, oh, rich and famous, successful, right? Some people don't want to be rich. Some people are happy. Like you see those coaches that are like, yeah, make 10K a month. Okay. I don't think 10K would be enough for some people. I don't think 10K is really what people are aiming for. What are you going to do with that 10K? That's the question. How do you want to feel? That's success, right? That is success. How you want to feel. And then bring that feeling into the present. That's a completely different video. So let me talk about the few words that can destroy your success right out of your mouth. The first word is can't. I can't do this because of this. Do you see how that instantly throws you into victimhood mode? Like you're disempowering yourself by saying can't. Now, when we say can't as kids, our parents always say, but try. That is word number 2 that can destroy your success because you're so conditioned to say, try. It's almost like an easy out for you not to do or attempt. So instead of saying can't, say that you won't do it. Do you feel the difference in the energy there? Instead of saying try, say do, like Yoda, right? Like if you are a Star Wars nerd like me, Yoda is the bomb.com and Yoda is really cool. So he says there is no try. There is only do or do not. So even your attempt at doing something is still doing something. Try is putting you in the background, right? The next word I see a lot with people who hold themselves back is the word need. Now you would think, oh, well, I have basic needs. I'm not talking about using it that way. I need to get this done because I need $1 million right now. I need to pay my bills. And there's nothing wrong with paying your bills. I'm just, pay your bills. Yes, pay your bills. However, what I think is really important to know is that need brings you into a scarcity. Like you're already lacking that. You need it. There's a song that says, I don't want you, but I need you. And I do not like that song. And here's why. I don't want somebody to need me. I want somebody to want me. You know what I'm saying? Can you feel the difference in the energy of those words? Now, want is the next word. I want this, I want this, I want this. Do you really want that thing? Or is it something you've been conditioned to believe that you need? And you're saying that you want it. Want also puts you into that lack perspective or the scarcity mindset because you don't have it, right? And that brings me to the second point of having when we're talking about a thing that we don't want, right? I have a chronic illness. I have fibromyalgia. I have lupus. I have a condition. I have bad knees. You're basically claiming those things when you say, I have them. So instead of using have for the things that you are dealing with, say, I experience symptoms of. So instead of saying, I have lupus, I am experiencing symptoms of lupus. I was diagnosed with lupus. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Now, I had a preliminary diagnosis of lupus, in case you're wondering why I'm using that term, and I know and have quite a few friends with fibromyalgia. Some of them are stuck in the fibromyalgia, and some of them still deal with the symptoms, but they have less flare-ups because they're really aligning with their true selves, and they're taking really, really, really good care of themselves, right? Still flare-ups, get it. You don't have the flare-ups, you experience flare-ups, right? So there's that. So we went over can't, there's a bug in here, try, need, want, and have, like having an illness. Another one we don't want to do is we don't want to should all over ourselves, right? I should do this, and I should do that, and I have to do this, and I have to do that. Now, when you say you should and you have to, you're putting an expectation on yourself that you don't want to do. And I know it's hard to shift that, right? And I help with language patterns as well in my private sessions. However, and I help with language patterns in my book. So if you just want to be entertained, notice the language patterns that are used in my book because, this is paranormal romance. It's for entertainment purposes. There's a lot of good spiritual lessons in here. So if you have not checked it out and you like paranormal romance, this is way different than anything you've ever read. And it's super fun. So the should, don't should yourself. Another thing that I want to bring to your attention is the word struggle. I see that a lot. And my son says it a lot, which is unfortunate. And struggle means that you're still in it. You're still in it. You're still in it. You're going to be in it forever, right? But the energy of navigate, I'm navigating through this. You don't have a problem. You have a challenge. You are navigating through a challenge. You're not struggling with a problem. Do you feel the difference? Tap into that for a second. You are not struggling with a problem. You are navigating through a challenge. See how much more open that feels? Now, the last thing I want to leave with you is if you are having a hard time or if you're navigating weight loss, let me just say the word loss, anything that you lose, you can find again. I lost my keys. I lost my pen. I lost my book. You can find these things again. And if you say, I want to lose weight, let's flip the script on that as well. Instead of losing weight, let's release the weight. Instead of saying you want to lose 10 pounds or 20 or 30 pounds, say you want to release 10 pounds. Or better yet, you want to release the weight so you're going to create the habits that will get you to that point. But not only that, how are you going to feel when you lose that weight? What are the things you're going to do when you release that weight? Pardon me, I just said lose that weight. It's a common thing to say. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose 20 pounds, right? And I can tell you, as a language pattern person and a health coach, I have more than just one health coaching certification too, by the way. It's an addiction. I'm a master certified health coach for families, pregnant women, seniors, and everybody in between. I used to coach moms to help their kids eat healthier. And although it was rewarding enough work, it just is not where I was going to be forever. So now I'm at this point, and I'm teaching people to look at their language, pay attention. Another thing I want to mention after all of this is to stop and breathe in between what you just said. If you noticed you said can't, stop for a second, breathe. Nobody's expecting you to answer yourself right away, right? Take your time. It's okay. And then reword it. Think about how you would reword it. Get curious about it. Now, as an author, why am I talking about this stuff? As a spiritual teacher, why am I talking about this stuff? Because I believe that everything that we do in the woo and everything we do in real life can correlate with each other. And you can't have one without the other. That's called spiritual bypassing. It's like, oh, I'm miserable. I smoke 20 cigarettes a day and I'm hacking up half a lung, but I'm just going to meditate for 3 hours and it's all going to go away. This is not true. And it sounds absolutely ridiculous, right, when I say it like that. However, one thing I've learned as a writer and a storyteller and a Reiki master teacher, health coach, I mean, you name it, I probably slapped a certification on it. But I've noticed language patterns. And I noticed that with myself and with other women that I've worked with, once they start shifting those patterns, it's easier for them to dip into their authentic selves and find their own personal brand of intuition. And intuition is a really, really cool thing. You can channel entire books with your intuition. You can write stories. You can help people with their problems. You can make aligned decisions so you don't have to live in burnout anymore, right? I'm all about preventing and bringing women back from burnout by using their creative and wonderful aligned decision-making skills. And it's not by overanalyzing, because we've been there, done that, and that's not the case. So I just wanted to leave you with all of this crazy information. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let me know in the comments how you feel. Let me know in the comments what you notice yourself saying most out of all of these things. And I will talk to you at a later date. Take care, everyone, and have a beautiful day.